It's finally over. Thank God it's finally over. 4 of my most hated players just busted out of the playoffs in miserable fashion at the hands of young upstarts and media pariahs. Most importantly, the fucking super teams lost to teams with well-crafted rosters built around fierce competitors. I want to start with the media's biggest darling, the LA Lakers. The media has been on their meat since the dawn of time, and that shit only got kicked into maximum overdrive when LaTantrum joined their team. Every year we had to hear the same fucking narrative cycle around this fucking guy. He's the GOAT and the team is a contender before the season starts. Then they struggle to start and all of a sudden, it's literally everyone else's fault, which leads to trades and a resurgence into playoff position, where they get eliminated and the GM fires the coach. They never mention the insane free throw differential they hold over every other team in the league, or the vast underperformances by their Lord and Savior in the fourth quarter, or how he sits out important games and stat pads in unimportant ones. It's always somebody else's fault. This all came to a head when this motherfucker had the gall to say, "It's only basketball," after going down 3-1 to the Nugs. He was talking about the refs blew that game when the refs were giving them comically huge advantages at the free throw line. It's pathetic. His team dropped double-digit leads multiple times to a banged-up Nuggets team. AD played way better defense than last year because that is the worst I have ever seen Jokic play, and they still couldn't capitalize. This was the season I really got fed up with this man and his antics. It's time for him to retire. He's doing more damage to his legacy with his behavior than good with the empty stats he's racking up. Then there's the somehow more overrated Kevin Durant. I have never seen someone fail to get it done on the level of this man. Credit to LeBaby, at least his super teams produced some results. KD has been on 2 of them and failed to accomplish anything other than a few ruined rosters. Who in Phoenix thought that emptying out their entire bench to get Bradley fucking Beal was a good idea? They have no draft picks until the next fucking census because of that terrible move, and they got nothing out of it. At least the LA Rams got a Super Bowl out of that strategy. These motherfuckers are about to lose their only in-house developed talent because they bet on a man with a proven track record of not being a leader. Thank God for Anthony Edwards putting an end to this miserable excuse of a team. I'm not as polarized about the Mavericks' handling of the Clippers, but the load-managing king Kawhi Leonard once again was unavailable to suit up for his team in an elimination game, which just makes me wonder, how the hell is he okay with that? He's carried teams before, but somewhere along the way he just lost that dog in him. He's been chilling the entire season to make sure that he doesn't get injured in the playoffs, only to get injured in the playoffs? Explain that. I knew this team was never going to work between their best player being a hospital patient and the remaining 2 just not being the kinds of guys who can carry teams anymore. MVP form Luka Doncic showed that once and for all. And then we have Joel Embiid. What else is there to say about this man? He just sucks. They let him into the country on a special work visa for talented people. And my question is, what talent? Foul baiting? Whining? Getting away with dirty plays? Seriously, he tried to injure Josh Hart but crumbles at the slightest contact. He's the definition of dishes it out but can't take it. You know what he's also the definition of? Bad leadership. All 4 of these players are. You can't put your trust in a guy who isn't gonna be selling out all the time, who isn't driven to do what other people aren't, who isn't gonna be the first person to take accountability for the team's shortcomings. For you fans of these guys, let's take them out of it for a second. Would you appreciate it if every day you clocked into work, your boss was complaining about something? Would you like it if he pointed the finger at you every time something went wrong and even fired you to cover his own ass? Obviously not. It's your fucking team. We put you in charge for a reason. You're supposed to make sure that everything's working properly. Why should it be different for these guys as teammates or us as fans? And on the other side, there's guys who eliminated these dudes. Jokic, Doncic, Edwards, and Brunson. Jokic is an established commodity as a soon-to-be 3-time MVP, should be 4, and a defending champion, but the other guys are on the upswing. No whining or complaining, just ball. They went out there against the media favorites and dominated by sheer will and determination, even with the cards stacked against them. This really felt like a watershed moment, a changing of the guard, and I'm excited for it.